What's up you guys, it's Vinsanity, and today we're going to be working on a freeze that we've already learned on Vinsanity TV called the shoulder freeze. If you guys haven't learned the shoulder freeze yet, please click here, learn it, because in order to continue this tutorial, you need to know how to do the shoulder freeze because we're going to be doing the shoulder slide, which basically takes the shoulder freeze and you are sliding with it. It's actually a really fun move, but you gotta take a couple precautions, which we're gonna work on right now. So without further ado, let's get sliding. All right, are you guys ready? So as I mentioned before, it is necessary to be able to hold a shoulder freeze no problem, because if you can't, doing the shoulder slide is going to be very close to impossible and you probably will fall a bunch of times. Secondly, you want to have some type of protective gear, something that covers your shoulder and also your head. If you want to prevent any type of balding going on right here, it is very helpful to have a beanie or some type of hoodie to cover your hair, because or else it burns, especially if you do a lot of slides. Step one is we're gonna go back to the basic of the shoulder freeze, all right? We're gonna go to here, this comfy little position, right? If you guys remember, it probably felt really awkward at first, but as you progressed, it became really easy to, again, lift up your leg, lift up your other leg, and lift up, okay? We wanna go back to those 3 steps and we wanna add it to the shoulder slide. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go from here and we're gonna practice just walking. And that probably felt pretty easy because it is pretty easy. You just in your shoulder freeze and push yourself around. If you're on carpet, that would be a very bad idea. So I would suggest if you're on carpet, get some linoleum like I have done, or find yourself a smooth floor, because shoulder slides on carpet is a recipe for disaster. So really quick, just to get comfortable, let's walk around in our shoulder freeze. Ready? Here and go. So we're gonna now push with our feet and try to lift up into the shoulder freeze. This is probably the hardest part for most people because lifting up and finding that balance is already difficult, but doing it while sliding, that's an even bigger challenge. Let's try it really quick without the slide, okay? So going back to the shoulder freeze, just like that. We're gonna pretend that we just pushed off and we have to basically kick our legs up, kind of like how we lift up like this. Lift up, freeze, right? From here to here, right? Then you want to add it to your push. So let's do a little tiny baby push, okay? So we're here, push, up. Then we progress to going a little bit further. Here, push. And as you get comfortable, you're gonna slowly slide further and further till you pretty much kind of max out from this position. At this point, you pretty much have the shoulder slide down, but now we need to work on our balance. So if you get a good takeoff, it should be rather easy to help balance while you're sliding. But the biggest thing is being able to catch a freeze at the end. A lot of people tend to go slide, fall, which if you're at a dance competition, people are like, yo, you crashed. Right? And we don't want no crashing. So let's try to catch a freeze at the end. And to do this, I recommend keeping your legs somewhat high, maintaining your body's shape and form throughout the shoulder slide, especially when you're first starting. Maybe later when you get comfortable, you can do some crazy stuff. But for now, keeping your legs up in some type of form. And right when you're about to stop, stiffen up, stick the freeze. So let's try it. Push, slide, freeze. Right, so right at the end, I really have to tighten up and stiffen my body. Slide, freeze. Let's do it one more time. Here, slide, freeze. Right. A lot of times it's about catching that freeze at the end. Same thing with all your other moves. If you do like a head swipe into a freeze, you still gotta catch that freeze. If you miss it, well, then it looks like you fell. So now that we got the basic slide down, we gotta take it to another level, which is sliding far. And again, if you have a smooth surface, this will work a lot easier than having a rough surface. A lot of times, even on basketball courts, it gets a little bit musty, a little bit sweaty. Even your shoulder gets sweaty and you'll have trouble sliding. So make sure you're dry, make sure the floor is nice and slick, and then you could try it from standing. All right, let's try it. Alright, now it's time to slide far. So, to start off, we have to get a running start. And not to say that you have to run really fast, but if you really want to slide far, get a good running start. We're going to kind of do this in a slow manner so you guys can see the form and then apply it to your own. Obviously, I don't want to slide super far because I'll just slide through this wall or something. So, I'm going to show you guys the steps. It's going to go step, put your hands down. When you put your hands down, you're going to bring your shoulder and your head to the floor like this, and then you're gonna push and slide. Let's try that again, slowly. Again, it's gonna go step, and you wanna progressively go to the floor, grab the floor, slowly progress as you push to your shoulder, and try your best not to bump your head, and you push and you slide. So let's do that one more time. Again, it goes step, ground, push, and slide. Alright, so you're really getting the force and the motion of your takeoff. So it's step and push. If you really want to slide far, again, get a little bit running start and slide out. Alright, let me show you. This is just from one step. Step. As you can see, I kind of disappeared for a second. That's how far I slid. So let's try it again, one more time. Going in slow motion. It doesn't matter which leg you step with. It's just kind of whatever you're more comfortable with. This is just kind of a preliminary guide to going to the floor, reaching to the ground, pushing, and sliding. And again, don't forget to freeze at the end or else you do a crash. Let's try it. Ready? Step, press. Alright you guys, so now that you understand the basic mechanics of the shoulder slide, now it is time to take it into action. Practice it slow, practice it from standing, going all the way down to your shoulder, sliding all the way into that freeze. Alright, you have to practice every single part because if not, you could bump your head or you're just gonna not stick your freeze at the end. Okay? Work on it and then get creative. Think about your leg position. Think about different ways to slide, different ways that you could end the slide. There's a million different ways to do every single move. You don't have to be fixed on the one single way that you know. Alright? Step outside the box, step outside of your comfort zone, and create your own shoulder slide. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you guys have any questions, any concerns, any videos that you'd like to see, make sure you guys leave a comment below. If you guys have missed any of the videos I've been posting on this channel, don't forget to turn on the notifications down here because that'll make sure you don't miss a thing. For more tutorials, knowledge, and hip hop, make sure you guys subscribe to Vinsan TV. Peace.